Good day, doctor and everyone. My name is Lim Ziying and my matric number is 2740532. We are Group 6 from the class BKFM 2013 Management Accounting 1, Group G. Now, I want to start our group presentation with the topic Activity-Based Costing ABC Application in Manufacturing Industry. As general, ABC is a costing method that assigns overhead and indirect costs to related products and services. This accounting method of costing recognizes the relationship between cost, overhead activities, and manufacture of products, assigning indirect costs to product less arbitrarily than traditional costing method. However, some indirect costs, such as management and office staff salaries, are difficult to assign to a product cost. Therefore, ABC is mostly used in manufacturing industry since it enhances the reliability of cost data, hence producing nearly true costs and better classifying the cost incurred by the company during its production process. Based on journal article with the topic Application of ABC in Manufacturing Industry, a case study manufacturing furniture factory conducted by Hassan 2016. It mentioned that traditional cost estimation of the design and manufacturing activity have been hard to implement. Wow! ABC has become a major cost estimation and accounting methodology to solve the estimation problem, as it provides more accurate cost estimate rather than the traditional costing methods. Next, in another journal article which was conducted by Postpecot 2010 on topic MPC application methodology for manufacturing industry. He mentioned that ABC was originally designed as a solution to the limitations of traditional costing method. The challenge faced when allocating costs through ABC principles is the user of the systems had to strictly follow the steps within the implementation methodology, where is clearly defined allocation procedures and other methodical acts are performed. As a result, we know that the ABC system will provide more accurate cost estimate rather than the traditional costing methods. The ABC model has divided in order to identify the cost driver in manufacturing process. The divided spreadsheet addresses a gap in current cost estimating methods. Furthermore, it also provides a systematic for evaluating manufacturer costs using the latest updated information. That's all from me. My groupmate will continue to the next part. Thank you.
Good day, I'm Jonathan and my matric number is 279-431, and today I'm going to investigate the effects of influencing factor on the successful implementations of activity-based costing. The first influencing factor is cost structure. The activity-based costing system has been used for decades in developed countries because of the efficiency and effective record of direct costs versus indirect costs of the resource in the firms, thereby gaining firms competitive advantage. In innovation firms, the direct cost of a product, which is directly calculated in the production cost of the product, tend to decrease in comparison with the indirect cost of the product. As the indirect costs tend to increase, it is more complicated to allocate the indirect cost accurately to the product cost. Nowadays, non-product costs increasingly account for large proportions of the total cost of enterprise, so allocating non-production costs into complications of cost of sales will provide a complete and comprehensive cost of sales information. This helps managers make more accurate decisions. To address these complications, firms need a costing method to calculate costs more precisely. Companies with a high indirect cost ratio are more likely to apply the activity-based costing system, as it helps control costs better than traditional accounting method. In contrast, companies with small indirect cost ratio of total cost will less interest in activity-based costing system. Moving on, the second influencing factors is size and product diversity. Alhama in 2012 has established that there is a positive relationship between organization size and the effectiveness of activity-based costing. The sustainability of larger organizations to support activity-based costing implementations is commonly cited in literature as an important factor for activity-based costing success. Greater product mix complexity use higher net operating income compared to total cost and time-based accounting methodologies. It is important for smaller manufacturing organizations considering activity-based costing to take cognizance of other factors such as available research to sustain the perceived benefits from activity-based costing implementations. Product can be diversified in a variety of forms, size, complexity, materials, and process. Product diversifications become more important. Traditional method of fixed cost accounting has more limitations which might run the risk of inaccurate and simple allocations of product costs such as direct labor costs. The activity-based costing method is proposed to overcome these limitations by offering a more accurate cost allocation. Moving on, the next influencing factors is competition's capability. Given the increasing market competitions, productive functions should be considered as an important strategy used for the creation of a competitive advantage. As the competitive pressures among businesses are intense, even a slight reduction in cost and price could help firms access an increasing pressure in the marketplace. Hence, before making final pricing decisions, corporations have to identify the activity which add higher values with lower expenses and activity which are cost lighter but less value adding. This complicated process requires the techniques of activity-based costing method rather than the traditional costing because the activity-based costing method is more useful in respect of precise price calculations. Precise price calculations allow firms to gain more competitiveness in terms of pricing strategy. Lastly, according to Brierley in 2015, the corporate decisions of whether to apply the activity-based costing method is influenced by the importance of cost information and automation level. The need for accurate cost data for strategy decisions and cost reduction may affect the adoption of activity-based costing. The factors affecting the usefulness of cost information include the firm's use of cost data in pricing decisions, cost reduction effort, and the need for spatial cost studies. Cost accounting information systems such as activity-based costing has been designed to provide information useful for the management of the company, that is to assist them in the exercise of functions of planning, control, and decisions making where management need accurate, fast, and reliable cost information. In the market mechanisms, cost information is needed to perform design products and services that meet the expectations of customers, give a signal for quality, efficiency, and speed improvements, consideration for product decisions, negotiating on price, product characteristics, quality distributions, and customer service, developing effective and efficiency service and distribution processes for target market and customer. When cost information becomes more important, there is more demand for a costing method that calculates the cost more precisely than traditional method. These assumptions support the firm's application of activity-based costing because of the importance of cost information.
Hi everyone, my name is Liao Moon Fei, metric number 279397. My part is implementation of ABC. Based on the article, the implementation of an activity-based costing system in a manufacturing company by Almeida. About implementation of ABC. Activity-based costing incorporates techniques to trace indirect costs. Commonly, we call it overhead to cost object. For example, products, service, and customer. By identify how resources are consumed by activities which ultimately support the production of the desired cost objects. Distributing the cost of these resources in the same ratio that they consume to determine the cost of activity and ultimately the cost attributable to the cost objects. In general, most of the company use these steps of implementation of ABC. The first step is define activities, activity cost pools, and activity measure. The second step is assign overhead costs to activity cost pools. Third is calculate activity rates. Fourth is assign overhead cost to cost object. The last step is prepare management reports. Based on the article, the work begins with the survey of all the main, secondary, and external activities involved in the production of capsule coffee. This survey contemplated all the tasks that are performed in each activity. The implementation of ABC in this company got two phases. First phase is the allocation of resources to activities. First, identify all the resources: industrial building, labor, industrial equipment. Inside the industrial building got building rent, electrical energy, insurance, and maintenance. For labor got salary, tax, and social security. For the industrial equipment got roasters, grinder, and packaging machines. External activities got industrial property, research and development. External industrial equipments got industry molds. Bill of material got raw material, empty capsule, aluminium foil, cardboard box, and others. The allocation of resources to the respective activities where they are consumed was done through the resource driver. The resource driver are time spent on activity, hour per minute, area occupied by each activity, meter square, and value, RM. The allocation of resources to the respective activity, main activity, secondary activity, and capsule specific activities where they are consumed was done through the resources driver. In second phase, once the resources are allocated to the activities, those were allocated to the product capsules, produce roasted coffee kg, and produce coffee capsules units. The calculations of the industrial cost of the product is finalized with the introduction of the values associated with the bill of materials of the products concerned. This figure shows how the resources were allocated to the activities as well as their allocation to the industrial product. Last is result. The work carried out allowed the analysis of the distribution of general manufacturing expenses by the different main activities. This way, it is possible to reflect about the relevance of each activity in the cost structure of the final product. With this, we can know which activities represent the highest share of the distribution. That's all for my part. I will pass to next presenter. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ko An Ting and matching number is 2842X7. Let me continue to the part of advantage of ABC costing. I found two papers in this topic, and the first is Activity-Based Costing. Is it a tool for company to achieve competitive advantage? Published in the International Journal of Economics and Finance by Desti Kanaya in 2015. Basically, for this article, the overall objective of this study was to investigate and assess how ABC provide the company with additional competitive edge to compete in the globalization environment. It also aimed to identify the reason on why, despite the many advantages of ABC, the advantages of ABC and other management tools, such as total quality management and process re-engineering, have shown the value of improving the company performance. In addition, the benefit of cost for pricing is to provide the strategy activity cost information for the company's management that needs to manage the business. The goal is to provide the right information at the right time to the right people in a cost-efficient way. The cost for pricing is designed to be flexible and adapt to changes in strategy and cost information needs for the manager who use the information to help identify market opportunities and to operating issue. In this article, they are stated that competitive advantage are to improve costing accuracy, provide valuable business intelligence, to enhance the top line and bottom line at the same time, and price adjustment is companies move to adopt ABC by the desire to improve costing accuracy. This will get closer to the true cost and true profitability of individual products and services, or to understand better the true cost and return on investment from project or other initiative. ABC get closer to true cost in this area by turning many costs that traditional cost accounting treat as indirect costs essentially into direct costs. The primary use of ABC changes from that of an accounting tool to that of a management decision support system. This provides valuable business intelligence. The information produced by ABC improves operational, tactical, and strategy decision and enhancing company cost control. It is a strategy tool which allows company to achieve competitive advantage. It enables the companies to recognize the factor that influence cost dynamic in both the short and long term. The need for ABC in strategy cost management in this competitive environment have never been greater. ABC is a valuable tool for enhancing the top line and bottom line at the same time. It allows the company to set competitive pricing. ABC provides data on what constitutes the minimum cost for a particular job. Therefore, it allows company to provide the baseline setting for the price. Company can go into a bid with a price that is low enough to win the contract and yet exceeded the contract's ABC cost. Lastly, ABC allows companies to review its product for price adjustment. In some cases, ABC may review the opportunities to reduce costs while better product design and continuous process improvement. The customers will be benefited from it. The rate of customer retention will increase and company will improve its competitive position. There are some ways in which ABC provides company with the added competitive advantage. The second article is Activity-Based Costing, an effective tool for better management. It is written by Esther Mahal and MD Akram Hossain in 2015, also and from Research Journal of Finance and Accounting. From this second article, we review that the use of ABC system to help improve the allocation of logistic costs to specific cost object. Activity-based costing is a powerful tool for an organization to have an accurate and effective cost for its product, avoiding cost distortion that may lead sustainable development and growth, which is mandatory to be competitive in the era of globalization and complex business environment. The analysis of ABC costing, Hugh Andrew mentioned in his study that ABC or ABN enables firms to focus on its activity and products. It traces cost to cost drivers. ABC information by itself does not involve action and decision leading to improved profits and operating performance. Management must institute a conscious process of organizational change and implementation if the organization is to receive benefit from the improved insight resulting from an ABC analysis in 2015. Next, Stapleton said that how ABC can be used as a tool for determining true cost of marketing and logistic activity and help firms make better decisions based on more accurate costing information when 2014. The growing industrial complexity and product diversity have made the emergence of ABC system for growing firms as a powerful tool for decision-making purpose. The major advantages of ABC system are discussed below. Firstly, ABC increased operational performance by allocating overhead costs based on the actual construction of the resources by each activity, while ABC recognizes the interdependency of cost driver to activity. It enables the management to see where the most important costs occur as well as what provides them. By establishing an ABC system, decisions about enhancing pricing, marketing, product design, and product mix may be made more efficient because it is the best approach for obtaining reliable and accurate data. It could redeploy resources from a non-value added to a value added activity and altogether remove a non-value added activity ABC, which could result in cost savings. ABC assists in increasing organizational efficiency and profitability by detecting the weak product lines and accurate costs. Lastly, identifying and fixing an error that was not budgeted for correction but would have resulted in an expense if it had not been fixed, as well as providing growth by removing a bottleneck that was producing a capacity limitation. So, for the conclusion of Article 2, ABC costing help industrial marketers in three ways, such as it results in cost estimate to use in pricing, guide industrial marketers to adjust in negotiations to yield significant cost reduction, and indicate area for change in operation to permit cost reduction that will allow the company to satisfy customer wishes better. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Olkaime and my matrix number is 278551. I'll be continuing the presentation with the conclusion. For this part, I'm going to present two journal articles that I have reviewed. The first article is Activity-Based Costing for Manufacturing Cost Reduction and Continuous Improvement, which is written by Dalla L. Aiden and others in 2019. The second article is Activity-Based Costing Around the World, which is written by Maha Faisal El-Sayed in 2020. First of all, I'll share about the first article. Here is the comparison between two costing systems, which is traditional costing and activity-based costing in a manufacturing company from the article. From the table, S is stand for traditional costing system, which is the current costing system that used by the company, while should be stand for activity-based costing system. From the table, it is clear that there has been a reduction in the cycle time, which lead a higher efficiency in activity-based costing system. This significant rise in the efficiency shows that activity-based costing system is improving in its production rate, reducing waste, and so on. In this article, we can know that the company is motivated to keep its improvement and strive for a better result in the future. Moreover, the total cost got noticeably lower thanks to a activity-based costing system. This shows that the true value of this product is much lower than traditional costing system due to taking into consideration one cost pool. This reduction in the total cost lead a better cost planning and company will surely rise its profit. Next, I'm going to review about the second article. In this article, there is a list of surveys results from all around the world, but here I will be talking about 3 countries, which is France, Australia, and Malaysia. In France, a survey study in 2001 found that 23% among sample companies were currently using activity-based costing system. Moreover, in 2008, a study found that activity-based costing system adoption rate is increased up to 33%. In Australia, a survey study covers the sample of some leading manufacturing firms reported that 12% implemented activity-based costing system out of total population in 1997. Later on, a survey study in 1998 revealed that adoption rate of activity-based costing system is increased gradually. 55% out of total respondents were enjoying the benefits of activity-based costing system. In Malaysia, a study covers population of Malaysian manufacturing firms. They found that 36% out of total respondents were utilizing activity-based costing system. In this article, we can clearly know that there are significantly increase in using activity-based costing system in many countries, and they are enjoying as it can provide them a better profit. In conclusion, the application of activity-based costing was successful and reasonable method for manufacturing industry. The application of activity-based costing system widely discussed by academics potential users as its implementation are more common in the area of services, energy companies, telecommunications, and financial institutions. Many of studies have shown the effectiveness and reliability of using activity-based costing method over traditional costing in manufacturing industry. That's all from me. Thank you.